Sound check. Ẹ káàsán o, gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire. Ẹ káàsán, gbogbo ládéládé, gbogbo lóyèlóyè, gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba. Jákèjádò àgbáńlá ayé. Mo kí yín káàbọ̀ sí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ Bright Achiever School. Mo kí yín káàbọ̀ sí Seaside Cottage Theatre. Mo sì kí yín káàbọ̀ sí ilé ijó ti ìlú Bàrígà. Orúkọ mi ni Ṣeun Awóbàjò. Mo jẹ́ olùkọ́ àti olùdásílẹ̀ iléèwé àkọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ àti girama ti Bright Achiever School tó jẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ bíbí inú ìlú Bàrígà àti agbègbè ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ tún jẹ́ olùdarí ẹgbẹ́ Footprint of David ní ìlú Bàrígà. Mo sì tún ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti darí eré tá a fẹ́ wò níbí lénìí. Pardon my native language, I have to say that first because of those who are online. Kábíyèsí o fún gbogbo ládéládé. Kábíyèsí o fún gbogbo lóyèlóyè. Mo kí yín káàbọ̀. I welcome you all to Seaside Cottage Theatre, and I really want to appreciate those of us who are here live at the Seaside Cottage Theatre in Bariga, and those of us who are there online across the globe, from Canada, from UK, from America, from China. I really want to say welcome to Bariga, the best place in the world. Welcome to Lagos, the only city with rich aquatic splendor. And above all, welcome to my wood, Bariga. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for all of our guests online. For those of us who are online, we shall be sharing your view with some of us in the theater here today, which will be after the presentation. But permit me to quickly recognize those who are here. Children, you help me to really cheer them up as I mention their name. First on my list is the Baale of Ilaje community, which is where we are seated. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Baale Sa K. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sà. Bàbá wa Káyọ̀dé Ayétiwa. Children, please clap for him. It's the Baale of Ilaje Bariga, and by extension, Oba-elect of Bariga. You are not clapping. You know our school is in Ilaje Bariga. Please clap again, clap again. Thank you. And I will also go to the Baale of Bariga itself. Boys and girls, put your hands together for I Chief Azan Owodunni Agiri. Baba, welcome, sir. You are not clapping. Baale of the whole of Bariga. Thank you. Our two monarchs are really benevolent, and they want us to allow the children to sit in front. And by extension, I will also say they are father enough to recognize that today is Children's Day, and they are bringing the children forward. So I'll go to the other side of the table in terms of the introduction. Right beside them is Omoba láti Ilé Ifẹ̀. In Bariga, we call him Omobaba. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Omobaba Adeniji. Welcome, sir. All the way from Ilé Ifẹ̀. Then going to the next on their seat will be a very good scholar from our community and a philanthropist in act and in deed. Put your hands together for Mr. Majov. Mr. Bright, Majov Odumi. The law. Second, and beside him is another scholar from the Ilaje Kingdom. Put your hands together for Mr. Adebayo. These are sons of the soil. He's an historian, and today you're going to hear from them. Permit me to also recognize the chief in our community. It's the parent and footprint of David. Put your hands together for Chief Ogungba Mila. Baba people, you are welcome, sir. Thank you. Now, I would like to go also to the academics where I have the teacher of my teacher and a prof to the third teacher that taught me. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Professor. You know, you will not shame me. Please keep clapping. I want to bring out his name. They must not seize my certificate. Professor Olajonpo Abayomi Akineye from the Department of History, University of Lagos. Please put your hands together. You're not clapping. Hey, you don't want to go to Unilag. Thank you. Welcome, Prof. Beside him is another Prof. This one is my direct teacher, my direct lecturer, and he has been very supportive. Anytime we knock at his door, he's always there. Put your hands together for Dr. Felix Emerua. Clap, 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 clap. Thank you, Prof. On that Keda, there's a department that I will not be allowed to introduce because I do not have the tenacity and I'm not strong in the art enough to introduce that section. But when that time comes, I will call somebody that can help me do the proper justice to that section. But moving forward, today we have in our midst a sect that is very peculiar and unique to what we are doing here today. Some time ago, when we had the open call for this event, we had volunteers from a particular community, the Ofa community. And to introduce them today, I would like to bring my father to the microphone to help us introduce properly the delegates from Ofa community. Baba, please put your hands together for Baba as he comes to introduce all of us. Please clap, clap, clap for him. He will help us introduce the delegates from the Ofa community. Today, the subject matter is Moremi. And Moremi, according to Professor, Moremi has 4 legs. Come, sir. 1 leg in Ife, 1 in Ugbo, 1 in Ofa, and the other one that Prof will share light today is from Ede. Please, welcome, sir. Introduce your name and the delegate from Ofa.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Well, Taye Olaniyi is my name. Ile Agbokpa, PO Box 6 Ofa. But we have our team, and we are privileged and honored to have in our midst the person who brought us, those of us from Ofa Descendant Union. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Alhaji BC Afolabi. Please stand up for recognition. We also have in our midst Eni Olonda, who is going to let everybody know the historical link of Moremi. Please stand up for recognition now. We also have someone whose white Biabia, have been putting on prayer point that God should do the road diversion to my own. Because when he called me Baba, I was looking at myself. Is it me or the person with white Biabia? Tayo Pukuola, please stand up for recognition. And also my very handsome brother, Muideen Oladipo, please stand up for recognition. Okio. When we say Okio, because we have that link with peacock, our pride is born out of the beauty of peacock. So most times we say Okio, Then the house will resonate. Obaeye. Okio. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. So, children, okay. Oh. Thank you. And it's also good to introduce one of our very strong supporter and donor to what we do here in this free school. Permit me to introduce someone who will help us introduce the other person, because I do not want to make blunder. A representative from the British Women Group and by extension Small World International. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my friend. Please come quickly. I don't want to let her name out. Yes, you, don't look back. Yes, you, yes, come. Don't look back, it's still you. Now you had the call. Yes, yes, come. Clap, 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 clap for them. Make them feel welcome. Yes, I have to do it. British Women Group has really been helpful and very supportive. They dug a ball for us in this school. Recently, they did a marvelous donations to some of these benches that we have. They've always been supportive every year, but I do not want to mention her name. I want her to recognize all of other delegates that are here, and we can start the play.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. It's a privilege to be here and to see firsthand what you folks do. You absolutely rock. I'm here today to represent Small World, which is an organization that puts on a very large fundraiser every year, and we have upward to almost 30 countries that participate, and each of the participating countries partners up with a charity. And this, I'm a Canadian as well as being with the British Women's Group, and this year it was our honor to have as our partner the Footprints of David. So you guys rock. Keep doing it.
Thank you. Give it up for her. So then I'll go to the big fish. The national, or let me say the citadel of art in Nigeria is the National Art Theater. And we are so privileged to have in our midst the GM and the Chief Executive Officer of the National Theater Nigeria. I am not big enough to mention her name, so I had to bring somebody who could help me bring up her name proper. I know her name. In fact, she's in our poster. But I felt that I am not strong in the arts enough to do that. So ladies and gentlemen, bring to the podium with me Dr. Awele to help us do the formal introduction of all the delegates from the National Theater and by extension, the GM National Theater.
Thank you, Sheon. Good morning, everybody. My esteemed royal ones, I greet you. I'm not a Yoruba girl, but let me say, Ekason. My name is Awele Dekpe, and I'm here representing the General Manager, Chief Executive Officer of the National Theatre. And she's absolutely delighted to be here, represented by we whom she has sent here. She sends in her warm regards. She really would have loved to be here, but she had to go out on national assignment and so couldn't make it down. And she sent us here. And we are here representing her. I'm here with my colleagues, a director of the Business Development and Event Management Department, Alhaji Yunusa Mohammed. Please put your hands together for him. I'm also here with the unit's head of media, Miss Linda Afo Adaji. Please put your hands together for her. And I'm also here with Emmanuel Balogun. He's the one holding the camera there. Please, let's put our hands together for him. And our esteemed pilot, Mr. Umar Ismaila. Please stand up for recognition. Thank you all so much. So we're here at the behest of the General Manager and the CEO of the National Theatre. Sheon, should I go ahead with the address? Okay. So thank you all. We really appreciate our presence here, and we appreciate all that Footprints of David is doing. Thank you so much.
Put your hands together for my very good friend, representing the biggest fish in the arts sector. Thank you. So just to do a recap, what we are here today, why we are here today is to do justice to an historic figure. We choose this day precisely to touch this historical figure as a gift to our children because it's essential for them to know our history and our culture. So, quarterly we run a live theater here at the Psychotic Theater to generate proceeds for the Bright Achiever School, a free community school that caters from children from crèche to secondary school, and proceeds from this ticket. Those of you who are, I'm sure everybody here paid to enter apart from the students, and those of you watching me online also paid to see this. And why you are paying is because proceeds from this performance will be channeled into the development of this school. All the students you see here, not the ones with other school uniform, but our own school uniform, they are all here on a tuition-free education. And we are from crèche to secondary school. We have a total of 938 as at the reception of this term. But today, some of our SS3 students cannot be here. They're writing their senior WAEC, which is going to be the second set that are writing senior WAEC since the inception of this school. But today, in our school, we are really going unconventional. We want to practicalize what are in the book or what are written in the books. History is very essential, and we do not just want to read it. We want to place empirical values on them and practice what is there and what our fathers have taught us by oral and by documentation. So I am so pleased to share this day with all of us and these children. Moremi is what we are exploring today. And like I said earlier, Moremi is in three folds for us. Moremi as a mother, Moremi as a savior, Moremi as a traitor, and these are the subjects we want to explore today. So we're going to open the conversation with a stage command performance of Moremi, an excerpt from original play written by Dr. Lekan Balogun, and an excerpt from Ayodele Arigbabu. Dr. Lekan Balogun is a lecturer now at the Leeds City University, UK, and Ayodele Arigbabu is now a visiting lecturer also in a university in the Norway. Now, these two playwrights are from the same alma mater as I am, University of Lagos. We've done justice to this play. The Ugbo Ilaje Kingdom has this figure seen as a traitor, according to research, while others from the Ilefe see her as an heroine. And today we want to explore that because in our school, we have predominantly Ilaje children as students, and we have predominantly children from Ofa, Ileife, Ede, Ijebu, etc. And that is why we felt, instead of just come, gather the children, drink biscuits, dance and throw parties, let us engage them and in historical discourse that will enrich their knowledge and give them true identity of who they are and where they are from. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you the children from Footprints of David, also Bright Achiever School, as they give the command performance of Moremi.
ọ̀kan ṣoṣo nínú obìnrin. Alágbára ni kò ṣe fi wá pè ó. Alágbára ni kò ṣe fi wé ó pè ó. Àjàsorò, àjàsorò, òun ni Moremi. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí, máa dá mi lọ́nà. My lord, don't come. Should we have left the farm too late? I feel for Mr. Spirit.
Yeah. Hey, oh, no, shit. Have you forgotten that your husband has the purest of his blood running through me? Beast and spirit scared. Since when did they start standing up to our risk? Whoa, Aduni, need to go back, let us go. Aduni, you care so much. Am I not your husband? Whoa. No, you get it. Eboda, Emere, and Jonu, our forest man can stand in my way. Let us go.
Wọ́n ti lọ, ètí ní kí máa tó ṣe, ẹ̀yin náà ti tó ṣe.
Ọmọ akọni mi ò gbọdọ̀ ṣojú. Ìdájọ́ yọ let us go.
Ìjàkùmọ̀ máa pa mí. Will you adjust your uniforms right now? Such people there, lazy lads. I need my top 5 here, right now. Now listen up. We shall strike Ife in fortnight, and I will tolerate no mistake. We shall move in on day when they least expect. As you all know, the Ife are merry-making people. We shall move in.
Yeah, and yeah. We shall raise brackets.
Why not?
Sir.
You and your men shall provide sniper cover.
Yes, sir.
Why I shall continue to steer up Ife part of mystery to the future of Igbo.
To the future of Igbo.
What sort of dream is this? Who do Ateworo? What exactly are you trying to tell me? Preaching to the Ugos? No, God, I never.
The invaders are there again, Kabesi.
Why do you mean they are here again?
Kabesi. Hey, they are subjecting us to a several place. Kabesi. I saw them, Kabesi. They are everywhere, Kabesi. In the market and even in the village, Kabesi.
What exactly does this people want from us? Tell me about it. What do they look like?
Kabesi. They are huge and completely covered the street and that Kabesi. Kabesi. How well can someone even describe this one according to Kabesi?
See some people. What exactly do you want us to believe?
Kabesi. We don't know what to believe, Kabesi. These people are working like people, but at the same time acting like spirits, Kabesi. Kabesi. They are not only subjecting our people, Kabesi. They are kidnapping our wife and children.
Answer. Take West to Akobu. Tell him to carry his men and move out now. You must stop them taking that disclosure. Obalufe, you come step up the palace guards and assist the people.
Kabesi, the people. You know, man, she went. You better. So that's the problem. You better.
And we were the envy of other lands. Since our last time, when it was him, when he drove our enemies deep into the forest, our lives had been seen dead. But now,
Oh, Womida, did you dare disagree the king's order?
the king saw that on your own foolishness. Did the king ask you to demand for tax this ceremony before we had a chance to sell anything?
Yeah. You are accusing my own and only Lord and Master. The honor of Ife, of stupidity, Abi. Your fine are increasing.
I accuse that accumulate. You will rather be a pet as a common rule.
How dare you? I will show you not to attack him.
We will teach him no lesson. His mother has taught him. At least let us report this matter to the
Tó máa gbé gbogbo ẹni òṣìṣẹ́ dákẹ́. Àbí wọn náà kọ́ lọ dáadáa tó dá gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́nu. That you have refused to pay your tax. Oh, that they have gone ahead to beat up the king. Ìyẹlẹ fọ. Ìyẹlẹ tó ní kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ń bì. Mo ti wà bí ìwọ bọ́ sí báyìí. Ẹ̀yin ará ọjà, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ̀ gbọ́ o. Ìkìlọ̀ pàtàkì. For the disturbance you and your people have caused the market this morning, your tax is therefore double. Maybe if you pay more to my treasury, you will learn how to respect the king and elevate the people.
You don't have to kill us. I would rather enter this expense before paying any more tax.
Ṣòro ṣe ti bẹ wájú rẹ̀. Ìyọlọ́dẹ wọ̀n ni. Ó dáná, bí kúló lóko ni, bí tàkúté ni, àjọ ṣojú èmi àti ṣeré, ọbẹ̀, àrẹ́sà.
A woman who did anything but misrepresent the interest she was meant to live. However, Moremi has left behind a strong path, a path that was set to save Ife again. Just not from an indecent behavior from you. You will respect my presence and listen to us that now immediately. Rubbish.
Ṣeré, ọbẹ̀, ẹ máa wá bọ̀ o. Mo ní kẹ́ ẹ mú yàn, ẹ̀yin túlẹ̀. Ṣẹ́rù mi ò tiẹ̀ wá báyìí rárá ni. Ṣé ẹ lẹ́yìn lọ kí n tó wá fọ̀bọ̀ sẹ́ẹ̀dì yẹn sí? Pẹ̀lẹ́ o, Moremi, ajá máa wá pọ̀ o. So you dare to reverse my order into my face?
I dare to do what you said.
Your brain please misplace, Moremi. You know I can order this man to arrest you from talking to your business.
Neither you nor your brat.
Why this commotion from the market? To disturb my early monitor. Yalode, is this not beyond your power?
So you still peace in the market?
Kábíyèsí ọ̀ní òrìṣà. Kájọ pẹ́ lórí kí bàtọ̀ pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Kábíyèsí ìṣèlú náà ni mò ń ṣe. Ìṣèlú ni mò ń ṣe. Kábíyèsí is this stupid woman. This stupid woman that inside them kábíyèsí.
Moremi. Ìyálóde. Ṣubomi. Lẹ́nu tiwọn náà. Sí Moremi. How dare you talk to Oromi's widow with such disrespect?
Kábíyèsí. Kábíyèsí ìṣèlú ni mò ń ṣe o. Ẹ má jẹ̀bi lé mi lórí o. Kábíyèsí ẹ má jẹ̀bi lé mi lórí rárá o.
Kábíyèsí òní òní. Kábíyèsí are men oppressors. The money from that selling the money. Before we have the friend selling it, she support them using force and necessity. If not for Yeye Moremi. Kábíyèsí. There is for me to not take our trade.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
We are not representatives.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. We want that change. We want that change. We want that change. We want that change.
Silence for a moment. The Oni has decided that in the interest of the market women, Shubomi is thereby relieved from the post of Yaolodi.
Bíríkìtì alágbẹ̀dẹ òní gbé màá lọ. Bíríkìtì.
The post cannot be vacant. Who would you rather have as the Yaolodi?
Thank you, my lord. There is no question about it. We all have only one true mother. In this kingdom, it's Yeye Moremi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Yeye Moremi.
Never! Kábíyèsí, àbí kí ni mò ń gbọ́? Bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ yọ mí pò kábíyèsí. Kábíyèsí láíláí mi ò ní gbà kábíyèsí.
Yeye Moremi will defend our cause.
Yes, we defend our cause.
Silence, women of Ife. I, the Oni of Ife, hereby proclaim Moremi as the new Yalode in place of Shubomi. May the spirit of our late husband guide her.
Even though Ilefe is going through a lot, as you can see, the Udo raiders riding out of the jungle to carry away all the pretty women and all that. But they left me this one to spend time with and of course to add to the love interest of this story. My story. You know this epic cannot be interesting without a love interest. Besides, she's an excellent dancer.
Olu Orogbo, are you alright? Hope no problem.
Angela.
What? Now look at what you have done. Why do you always comment me like this?
Angela, to tell you the truth, I can't help it. Seeing you just think you can't begin to imagine.
Olu Orogbo, for your sake, you better shield your eyes. Anytime you're in my presence, it is for small things like this that does that before you find yourself driving through the market around.
Abba, come on. You know it's something does not run in my family. I'm offering you pure unadulterated first stop. You should not miss the opportunity while it lasts.
Hey, about your family, Tell me, where were you when you just scattered your mother's ceremony and take away our women, singing those thoughtless songs to yourself? Ọkùnrin níjọ́ ilé dá.
Say that again.
Ọkùnrin níjọ́ ilé dá. You become a man only when you come out with them, and when women are born to work.
I did not know you were so well versed in our idiom. About this brother. Oh, don't bother about that, because I am not bothered. After all, the elders never consult you to solve an issue. All they say is, you don't want to not have a vision for this issue. You lack the experience. So why should I bother about the palace being attacked by raiders when fair topics present? I wrote them all.
Oh no, not again.
Sit down here, you know this. Obey, look, what do you see? I'm not sure, but it looks like I need from my orders. The last one of our ladies, then you must go for the rescue. We command you in the name of the faith. Stop whatever I do with that. Are you both mad? Then you must have some dangerous weapons. Where are the knives and daggers? Where are the guns and the bombs?
Now I see that all the curses that have been rained on you are beginning to take effect. Where were you when the fair was being attacked? You have no shame for trying such a crime. Can't even respect his father's memory, can't you?
Imagine that. Squad around. Who could not measure a place in my father's army while he was alive? But that will not distract us. Well.
I was about to suffer another one very soon.
Evil. Far from it, but we love it.
Good morning, ma. I was just trying to pack those leaves.
I can wait see you with Moremi tied to your happy, I suppose.
Rárá, ma.
And what manner of dance was that? Your mother was going in new direction. You are thinking with her. Happy? Kí ló ń ṣe fẹ́ jà? What are you doing?
Yẹ́lí ṣe farabalẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa ń fọkọ mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́. You lost that question to ask me. Should I do some because of your court? I bet it's a very
Again, Mula, that was no one.
Come, Diana, come and pick your food so far. All together.
Ìgbà ọba kò ṣe fi, àwọn ọba kò ṣe fi la ó ti ṣe yìí sí. Ìgbà ọba kò ṣe ṣe yìí o, àwọn ọba kò ṣe fi la ó ti ṣe yìí sí. Dákun o, ràn wá lọ́wọ́, òòṣà òkè. Dákun o, má ní sọ̀rọ̀ má ní sọ̀rọ̀. Dákun o, ràn wá lọ́wọ́, òòṣà òkè. Dákun o, má ní sọ̀rọ̀.
I still maintain to arm our men to take a battle to these marauders. Balogun, we should go and fight for a demon. Tell me, Balogun, how do you fight spirits? Even if you could fight them, where do you fight them? If I can do that for us, that's why Babakule is here. But we all know that the gods have been silent, Balogun. We can make them talk. What can beat a good old sacrifice to make that tongue rolling? I can order my men this minute to scout us for Friday. Oh, Baba, do you think they still have the taste for veg? I remember during my father's days.
That is not politically correct these days.
It's
Kind of run out of fashion. What with the woman activists or the feminists of their women liberation week?
Moremi, you have remained silent. Your late husband, Moremi, never lacked for the wisdom, not the will to protect his faith. Even at the darkest hour, unbundle your mind, moist your lips, and pray as bed.
Kábíyèsí, since morning we have all resumed the celebration, and yet we have failed to speak the wisdom of the Lord. My Lord, we are not imparted that does not know the ways of our land. Let us consult fast value. There is no problem without the solution. But solutions are not for the trading ways like market women.
Oh, Dana, my family, come and consult for us. We need to know the fate of this land. Right now.
Big Baba, what does God say?
Ifá olókun àsọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀ ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín agbóni ẹni tí ò súnmọ́ sẹ́ wọ́n fi mí pé wọ́n fọ̀rẹ́ pé mi wọ́n fòlòlò fọ́hùn bó bá ti rí ní orí o.
Big Baba, what does God say?
Patience.
Right now.
Obviously, the connection is slow today. Many of my colleagues must have logged on. And it seems there are some nimbus clouds passing over the northern skies of Kábíyèsí.
Technology.
Brilliant, Baba. What does God say?
Kábíyèsí, the fact says the gods are occupied with some global issue right now.
Our God has started us.
Kábíyèsí,
Why sorrow?
Kábíyèsí, the fact says though if we find a candidate to approach Esimiri,
Esimi. We have had it. Baba, Esimi. Who we go, Baba? That is a job for Baba. Who we go? Baba.
Baba,
Esimi.
I will go.
You will go, Moremi. Obìnrin kan ìbúlò. Ó yẹ kí n lọ bọ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ lọ. was getting to my favor. What does Oromio widow want from us?
I bet there is a crisis in Ife. Finally! Finally! Someone brave enough to approach me. Me, excellent. Tell me, Eshu, my dear mischievous one, what shall I extort from this woman this time? It's been a while when I had any offers. This job was starting to get a bit boring.
Moremi lost her husband already now. No. You, Esther, you don't want my take on this. Yeshu, I've been accused of radical ideas in the past. I think I should just hide myself and you take up the business. Ellen Mary might not find it funny.
All right, then. Let's Yo, what is the matter, Moremi? Why do you disturb my rest?
Forgive me, great spirit. Ile-Ife needs your help.
I know. As always. But I doubt if you can pay the price. I had my rates reviewed recently. It's expensive maintaining a celestial existence nowadays. You know.
Name the price, oh great one. I shall see to it that it is paid.
You will?
Yes, I will.
So be it, Moremi. So be it.
mother had to go and play the role. I hope she doesn't regret it. I discussed the issue with my mom at times. Well, she could not. All she does is drive it to a rapper, make me come without the market and all that. This lady must have been gisting about my life performance at the stage.
Olu, what is this I hear about Shanajola? Here you are being more than lost, and here you are, making public share very responsible. What got into your head? What is the and you know my position? Your father has never had
Mom, my father, your position, city. What about me, Olu, and what I want for myself?
Olu, so you dare to reply your mother in such fashion?
Tell me why not, Mom? When you can comfortably go ahead, not get your own soft life, you pursue or make glory. Oh, you thought I would not know. You with estimate. Did you consult me? Was my opinion sorted before you left my life again? No, we young people are never consulted. Because our blood can be found still when this is experience, right?
Who told you? And how did you know?
Who? That's not the issue, Mama. What made you know that I could have given you a better idea if only you had ordered to ask? Well, not only that, my life has to go with the baggage. Well, that's why I'm around yourself for nothing.
Chief Igbaduro, so Gradusha, have I not warned you about this evil wish introduced to God? Now you have tried to keep on living yourself. Look at him, shrieking like one afflicted by Shokono. How many times have I told you that thing will rule your mind? Is this how you become kind of with you all acting like demented children?
Ah, forgive me, Lord Fuja. Our land shield nothing but this grass. Ah, we await vulture face and his men. If they fail, we all die.
Look, Igbaduro, I will have none of that. It was this same evil wish burning habit that allowed Oromio to chase us into the forest. It will never happen again.
Fuja, do you realize I'm the king of Kubo? And you are addressing me in that manner.
I am Fuja, Lord of magic and deception. I only want you just
and deception. You can't even tell us the fate of Botofface and his men. What? Have your God forsaken you?
Hello?
Have your God
Hello,
forsaken you?
Christian Gesha. It's not just physical ability to make this run, and the area is our view. You know how lead our bosses. Allow me to listen. Dollar is now 1,200. Yes. None of it. Understood. Exactly. Here now, I was upgrading our equipment. Why is they all up to you?
Tell us, what does God say?
Take it easy. They say our whatever budget face brings back from Ife. None must be touched. It must all be set ablaze.
Ablaze?
Yes. Fire they say, make the purest gold, make the sharpest iron. If we survive this fire, this hunger will triumph. We must be visible.
No! What's your face? Welcome back. How was it? Trash them all right? What do you bring back this time? More food, more slaves, particularly the women. Common man out with it.
Ah, my lord, it was a child's play for me and my name. We were in and out of Ife with the speed of our tongue, and like a python crawled around our brain. We skills and skills and skills, and then we swallowed. Just calm down, my lord. Before that, you need to see the slave that front, particularly the women. If you see these ones, we agree that yes, another raid is needed to fetch the horse in next. Why on?
Sir,
Bring in the women. Women of Ife, this is your new master. Do not forget the calling of the God. Now I see this machine.
she is what? Puja, she is what? Live with it or leave my presence.
We shall see.
Oh. Walk around.
Olúgbò ń kẹ́sí.
Your father was great people.
Let people be here in this land.
People who have their past. Also at the
Cowards! Ile-Ife people are cowards. How can they ever think people should do nothing? Oh, what came to us? Met us at Ile-Ife. What we could do? Rebellion. Great use.
They are becoming agitated.
I must be agitated, woman. How can we live in the forest while they laugh on our land? But I mean, a land that I want and the same can never be separated.
Finally, I got their secret.
Oluorogo, this was how I left you yesterday. And still, I found you here. Too much thinking attracts ill health. Killing yourself will not bring back your mother.
No, it will not. But if only then, I would have given myself in exchange for her. I said Ash was thinking only of myself, when all I wanted was the good of everyone of Ife. Now I have no one left in the world.
Olu, do not talk like that. At least you have me. Father and mother may depart from you, but our love remains still. Or do you have second thoughts about me?
How will I be alone in the world when I have you? Baba, you mean this one? Baba, the grass, the way, as much as the grass, the smoke that will destroy them. Baba, if they are not spirit, if we set their consume on fire, their powers will come to nothing.
Let it touch it!
Light
Fire!
Ohun tí a bá rí fọ́pọ̀ lọ pápọ̀. Ohun tí a bá rí fọ́pọ̀ àgbẹ̀pàgbà. Kó ṣe lápọ̀ṣe. Èmi tí mo ní mo ò ṣògùn kàmọ́ tí mo fẹ́ máa pè yí màá rí dáàbò jẹ lóṣooṣù. Èmi àwọ̀ àgìrì, àdàgìrì, àwọ̀ àgìrì wọ́n fi gbà. Màá rí dáàbò. Mo ní kó owó lẹ̀. Mo nílò ráyè mọ́. Ilẹ̀. Alẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ti ṣe pé yẹ. Nínú ọbẹ̀ àkọ́yà. Ìgbà ọgbọ́n, ìgbà àgbà. Ó fẹ́ kẹta, ó fẹ́ máa jẹ, ó fẹ́ máa kú. Ilẹ̀. I don't believe this. Me, killed by a male woman. I will die again. I might have taken it a bit too far this time, don't you? Estimiri, did it have to end this way? Olorogbo my only son. Now I have no one left. Oh, come off it. You should have read in between the lines before signing the contract. Look, the corporate world these days is filled with sharks, megas, and odds with takeovers. You must be sharp. It is or be eaten. An institution like mine that goes off capital, well, we need to be paid well to keep up the business. I've come to collect the interest of the loan I gave. Oh, come on, Moremi. Serving won't solve anything. I believe you have my fees ready. After all, sign the contract. All this right there. That's enough estimate. Obatala, what brings you here? I mean, top of the day to you, sir. Whatever. Now you will have to step back, please. I don't understand. You can't do this. I, Estimiri, have jurisdiction here. You have no rights. I, Obatasha, have no right over you and lesser God, Estimiri. Might is right. No, you can't do this. This goes against all international treaties of we the gods. You can't do this. I shall report this to the council of the gods.
Enough with you, I have got so much to do. Alright, guys, put him on the stretcher. Moremi, it will be fine. Calm down.
Audio check. Yes, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these amazing children again. Come on, you can do better. Put your hands together. Are you jealous of them? Yes, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. So it's Children's Day, and I need you to give them a score from 10 to, let's say from 1 to 10. What will you rate them? This is artwork. You can never get 10-10. This is an art. And that's why I always tell parents that if you want your child to be very brilliant, let him come and do art. Sciences are very cheap. They are calculations. Formulas, you can score 10-10 in math. You can score 10-10 in physics. You can score 10-10 in algebra. Because you cannot score 10-10 in English, in drawing, in painting, in dancing, in acting. So what will you score them? Again, 9, 8. I'm not going to announce your own. 8 is okay. Okay. So let's hear from Bale. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Bale Ayetiwa. Please come to the stage and come and give them a mark. You know, please bring the chair, Mr. Lakule. You're not clapping. You have to clap for him. Let's also give a round of applause for Bale of Bariga to join him to just give a score mark for the kids. You're not clapping.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to be here today, I think for the first time, watching all these brilliant children. I will rate them to give them 8/10. Because their performances are very, very excellent. I do remember when I was like them, I do art too in school, right from my primary school, Lady Life Primary School. That's where I started. They perform very well. And by God's grace, we are going to support them morally, financially. That's my plan.
Thank you, sir.
Let me go into the normal dialect, which is Yoruba. Tí a bá wo orúkọ tí wọ́n fi sọ eré yìí pé Moremi ló jẹ́ ìtumọ̀ ní Yorùbá ní pé obìnrin akọgun. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wá láti University of Lagos, láti National Theatre, ẹ̀yin baálẹ̀, ẹ̀yin ìjòyè, ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wá láti Ọ̀fà lọ́hùn. Gbogbo yín ni mo kí àti ẹ̀yin ọmọ iléèwé pátápátá, pàápàá jùlọ àwọn òṣèré wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé àṣà wa lárugẹ. Tí ẹ bá wò ó, gbogbo nǹkan táwọn ọmọ yìí ṣe, àwọn òyìnbó gan ò lè ṣe é, wọ́n ń tọ̀ wá lẹ́yìn ni. Torí pé àṣà wa, èdè wa, òun ni gbogbo wa ń gbé lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fún àwọn yìí. Nítorí pé ọkùnrin tó ń sun wàrà fún ọkùnrin ni akọ iṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe. Tí mo ṣe wà mẹ́rin látẹ̀kan ni mò ń wo àwọn ọmọ yìí, èmi náà ń fẹsẹ̀ jó, èmi náà ń fẹ́ ara jó, ṣùgbọ́n kò dàbí tiwọn. Nígbà tá a wà ní school tá a jáde ní 1959, ìbá eré díẹ̀ ló wà ń gbà yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n sẹ́yìn ojú ti là dáadáa. Nígbà tí wá yẹn kò sí àwọn ọmọ kéèké báyìí tó ń ṣe kinní wọ̀nyí, àwọn àgbàlagbà Ògúndé ń gbà yẹn nìkan ni, ṣùgbọ́n sẹ́yìn gbogbo ẹ ti wá di ẹ̀rọ. Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ fún ọmọ yìí ní agbára àti okun. Ẹ̀yin ìyá wọn, ẹ̀yin bàbá wọn, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ tiẹ̀ mú ọmọ yìí wá, wọ́n ń ṣoríire, wọ́n ń gbé àṣà Yorùbá lárugẹ. Nídìí èyí, mo kí gbogbo wa pé a kú ìjókòó, a kú ọdún ti àwọn èwe tí à ń ṣe léni káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, mo fún wọn ní ipò kẹjọ.
8/10. Please put hands together for them.
Thank you very much. Ẹ ṣé o.
Thank you, sir. So, for those of you watching us online, we are going to the second of why we are here. Ohun tí a ti wò tán yẹn is to lay the background of what we want to talk about. So I'm going to be calling up the panelists for us to now discuss that subject, which is the legendary Moremi. I'll just invite, first let me bring back to the stage the Baile of Ilaje. Please put your hands together for him as he joined the panel. Our Mr. Adebayo, please put your hands together for him as they join him. I will also invite my professor to come and help us pioneer and compare this session. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my daddies. You're not clapping, children. Grandma, please. Paula, don't go. You want to run? No, you can't. Okay. Prof. Thank you, sir. Coming next will be my small daddy, Dr. Felix Meroa from University of Lagos, Creative Art Department. Please put your hands together for him. Now, representing the Offa community, please put your hands together for Mr. Lawal Muhammad. You're not clapping. Please come to the side. Representing the Ile-Ife community, I'd like to bring on stage all the way from Ife, Omoba Chief Aderemi Erasa. And of course, I would also like to bring the representative from the National Arts Theatre. Your Excellency, man, can you please join us? Put your hands together for my beautiful and amazing Awele, representing the General Manager, Chief Executive Officer, National Theatre of Nigeria. So, I would like to bring also to the panel session to balance it up some of the principal characters, ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, help me bring to the panel session Baba Fakunle. Clap for her, please. Here. And also, put your hands together as I bring also to the panel discussion Olu Orogbo. Where is Olu? Cool for real now. So is also Esimini. Please, Esimini, come. Quickly. All right, if Olurogo is not here, Joy, you can come then. So, Prof, your assignment is very simple. I think beyond you prepping the GM, there's something we agreed to do with this. Forgive me, I omitted those online. We have also online from University, Dr. Lekan Balogun. Please put your hands together for Dr. Lekan Balogun. Thank you for writing this amazing play. Also, Ayo Arigbabu from Norway. Thank you for writing this play. Please put your hands together for them. You cannot see them now. They are online and they can see you all. So we want to have this discussion. Where's the second mic, please? And is to finalize today the story of Moremi, but we want each person represented here to tell us in 5 minutes how is Moremi related to them in their community, you know, while you, the professor of history, will now run it up for us, and we are going to submit this paper, you know, as one of our research theses. If we agree in this panel session today that there's need to rewrite the story of Moremi, then we will go ahead. If there's no need to write a sequel to this, then we will leave it at this and start teaching our children the exact version that this panel will conclude today. But we cannot achieve this without the power of the media. That is why I have vehemently request an award-winning journalist from an award-winning TV to join us today to help us document this and make it very official. By so, I will invite from TVC, my able friend and also a playwright, Ola Awakon. Please put your hands together as to join them on the Olawakon, please, we are waiting for you. Here. So, Prof, I don't know how you want to do it, but each community should speak 5 minutes of how Moremi is related to them. Then you can now curate the session for us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me start by congratulating first the institute or your institution for this wonderful initiative you have put in place to gather children from diverse sources, people who are otherwise disadvantaged and who have been disempowered, and give them a future. Not only that, to set them on the right path of societal relevance and sound knowledge of their history. So let me congratulate you for the wonderful thing you are doing. Let me also congratulate the pupils and students who have acted the play. The story of Moremi is so central to Yoruba history, but only it has not been treated from the multi-dimensional perspective from which we are trying to set in this play today. She was known to have originated from Ofa, married to Ife, and then as an act of patriotism, volunteered herself to be conquered in order to rescue a community from the terrorism and terrification of Ife. I'm from Idare, not Ede. Okay. She's also venerated in Idare as a goddess. There they call her Urusu. But during the Urusu festival, in acknowledgement of her role as a goddess of fertility and prosperity, people pay obeisance to her and call for a blessing from her during the Urusu festival. This year's version is scheduled for the 9th and 10th of June in Idare. So Moremi was a multi-dimensional historical figure. It's only the part that relates to the Ugbo and the Ife that have been that are usually dramatized, written about. I'm sure that this session of the exercise will enrich the knowledge about Moremi as an historical figure. So on that note, I welcome the contributors. Maybe, since she came from Ofa first, maybe we invite the delegates from Ofa to make their contribution first. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In a short form, Moremi actually came from Ofa. She's a daughter to us, an industrious person. She always traded between Ofa and Ilefe. That's eventually where she had opportunity to get married towards Ife people. To cut the long story short, what happened between Ife and Igbo? Eventually, our forefather told us that when she returned, having sacrificed her only son, she was at points in time was not appreciated. Like she wants to send a child on errand, another woman will say, like, did I ask you to sacrifice your own? Eventually, in Ife history, they said she had him. In Yoruba, me, O daughter. But what we received from our forefather in Ofa is that every wind actually visited the community, and it happens in the midnight. So when the day breaks, a lot of people, they actually call the priest, and the priest consulted the Ifa oracle, and it was narrated that what came down to Ofa. Okay, what does she want? What really happened? It was Ifa priest that narrated everything that happened to the Oba then, because she was a princess. And after then, she consulted again that what are the things they need to venerate her. And she made mention of a black cow, and which they have been using up to 1989. And during these festivals, a lot of people appease, they pray, and it answered them. I believe one thing in terms of Yoruba cultural system, there's a mix of culture and religion. The link between the two is that it goes with faith. And that is why people think culture at times is religion. To cut story short, during this Moremi festival, there are other festivals or celebrations that we had to this Moremi festival, like Onimoka, like Moshuon. Moshuon is purely to address the quality of Moremi in Yoruba language, Omo Mishuon, because Moremi depicts a complete epitome of a mother, industrious person, and a straightforward person. Just like the first scene of the play display, she stands for women, and anything that happens towards children, she always there for them. And when she returns back to offer, and that's exactly the role she actually plays. So during the festival period, we do Moshun, where virgin women, ladies, has to parade themselves like a form of associating themselves with the quality of what Moremi, that I love to be an ambassador to Moremi because she represented the community very well. Aside what we do La Rebure, where our community actually known for equity, fairness, and justice, where we have to tie a slave hikes and ask them to cut the yam into equal pieces without anyone being larger than the others. So at the end of the day, the benefit the community actually received from the Moremi Festival is that I can tell you authoritatively, as a stand research historian, Moremi Festival actually gave a rapid and a strong development to our community, because every community, every village around our community actually love to come to Moremi Festival. And when they came, they choose to stay because of the development. Up to today, I can tell you that our community has over 256 compounds. And when you check most of these compounds, you see the name of those around us, like Olokuku, Onigosun, Onira, Onigai, and most of others. From the point of our own celebration of Moremi, even when she was not alive again, she still gives back to our community and make us the most developed community in the Kwara South in Kwara State, and which we are still enjoying up to now. So our own point of our own point here is just like most time, all the plays, all the narrations, they always keep our community out of the narration, because we don't let me use the word fail, because we don't give it a wider publicity. But internally, we celebrated Moremi to the point that a lot of people choose to call their child or name their child after Moremi because of our virtue. And many times we frank at the attitude of other community, see this woman as a traitor. Because how can you call somebody who liberated people or even stop you from continuing doing evil things? How can you call such person a what? A traitor? So that is another position that our community is holding. A wide research is ongoing, and I pray to Almighty God, before ending of this year, we are going to complete the research, and we are going to hear it to the entire world to show what Moremi is to our community and who she is entire world. So that is our own positions.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The next port of call of Moremi, according to the historical narrative, was Ife. And so, on that note, may I call on the Ife Prince to give his own version.
Thank you very much, sir. And all the panelists, thank you. I accidentally came here today when I heard about this discussion. Moremi is my ancestor. In Ife, we had a festival for him every September or every October, or I think October or November. And then we have this song that we used to sing when you want to start the festival. Permit me to sing the song. And the children will give me the chorus. Oh, ye, olumbe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣeré Moremi, ó ye kolo. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣeré Moremi o, ó ye kolo. Èjì yóò mú kò mí o, ó ye kolo. Jà rán mú kò mí o, ó ye kolo. Akọgun nìkan láròró o, ye kolo. Àṣà lóko, ó ye kolo ń bẹ. From Ife archive, from the palace of Oni, where I grew up, from 0 age to the 0 of 24 years. My grandfather, Oni Atobatele, the lentil talent of Yadire. So I was living with him from my sidehold. Whenever we want to have that festival,
he spearheaded it. And then, from our own point of view in Ile-Ife, Lalugba is an hunter that left Ife on an hunting expedition to Offa. And when he got there was a forest that was forbidden for anybody to enter. Lalugba take the courage and entered the forest. And when he came out with a lot of animals, including lion. And the people of Offa were very, very surprised because nobody has ever come out of that forest before. So instead of Lalugba to go back to Ife, they gave him a wife. And that wife stayed and is the mother of Moremi. Her name is Olombe. That is from Ife perspective. And the story told when I was young. Then, another point of view that confused me today is that the secret of Igbo was not revealed by the Igbo. Was not revealed by Igbo. There was an Ifa priest that left Ife that was captured by the Igbo people, who was known as Babaladini. It was Babaladini that took Moremi into the forest and prepared an ingredient they used for sacrifice, and Moremi went back to Ife. So the meaning of Moremi in Ife dialect is Omoremi, and that was shortened to Moremi. So most people were trying to link the story of Moremi to the story of Delilah and Samson in the Bible. It was not shown in Ife archive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As I said, I'm from Idari. So I give you the perspective from Idari. This has to be situated within the general context of Idari's history. Idari believes that after Oduduwa, his younger brother Olofin succeeded him. But the children of Oduduwa did not accept this leadership. And so there was a pandemonium, a sort of disagreement among the Yoruba. And that was why they scattered from Ife and migrated to different directions. Olofin ultimately found his way to Idari, okay? The story of Moremi was that maybe after sacrificing her only child, she did not have any child again. And so she migrated in search of where she could procreate. And it was in the course of her peregrination that she got to Idari and was bequeathed to Olofin. However, as a professional historian, Moremi period in Yoruba history is dated to the 12th century. And then the Idari history dates back to as early as the 8th or 9th century. My reconciliation is that using the ruler of Idari who married Moremi, or Orosun, as he was called, as Olofin, is probably that they adopted the name of Olofin as the title of the ruler, so that when she got there, the ruler on the throne was referred to as Olofin. Up to today, she's venerated as a goddess. People from far and near who are barren, who are not prosperous in their venture, when the Urusu festival has been celebrated, they come with gifts to propitiate Urusu. If they believe that those who are barren will have children, those whose businesses are not doing well will have their businesses revamped. So what has emerged from all this is that Moremi was a multi-dimensional historical character, and that not all dimensions of her existence have been reflected in the stories that have been told about her so far. I think even from the drama itself, it's only the Ife-Ugbo connection that was enacted. Even at that, I'm not a dramatist, but there are some technical lapses that are observed. First of all, a people that could dominate others for so long before their secret was known could not have been that uncivilized as was portrayed in their costume, in their all this thing. Could not have been that uncivilized. At least they had an element of superiority to the Ife indigenes, which they used for so long. And also, the Olugbo was portrayed as being too emotionally unstable, that even at the mere sight of a woman, he lost his senses and everything. It's not the first time that you have conquerors from different culture coming and then intimidating those they met. The whole story of Latin America, when people went from Portugal and Spain, they were able to easily conquer the people because of the differences in the culture, in the armament and everything. The Portuguese and the Spaniards went with horses, went with firearms and all those, which the Native Americans had not seen. They thought horses and the riders were the same creature. And so they terrified them, they took into the bush. So for the Ugbo to have had the secret to dominate the Ife for a very long time, I think their cultural inferiority is over exaggerated. That is an aspect of the drama that has to be retold again when you are saying this. When allowances have been given for these lapses, I think the students have performed wonderfully well. Thank you. Now I give to Ugbo.
Thank you, my prof. Let me stand on the existing protocols here. I want to speak, and then I want it to be clear and loud because it has always been a voice that has not been heard for a very long time. Several playwrights have written about this same Moremi saga, and the way they painted the Ugbo, thank God Prof actually had to hint on that, you know. The way they painted Ugbo, some people even felt that the Ugbo Seluko of the Igbo land, you know. The fact is that it is very difficult to connect it to the largesse. And so when you now look at why was it that the fight actually came up, that is where we will understand the real story itself. Because the story always starts on the level of the people, the Ugbos, were more or less like the Boko Harams coming to kidnap people, and then so they are bad people. And I remember that while he was talking about his own narrative, he was saying that the Ugbos were bad people, and the Moremi came to save, and he was the light of the world, and all of those ones. So who are the largest, right? And these, the Mahins, the Aheris, the Tikas, and all of the 9 in character, 9 different kingdoms that serves as the largest. Of course, for cultural, for political reasons, of course, these 9 different ones were been cut into 4 now, 4 main kingdoms. But that is not where we are going. Moremi actually, after the Ilajes were the incursion, the fight between Ilaje and the Ife people over the land Ile-Ife, and they were subdued because of their influence to superior weapon from the Far East. You know, the history that says that the Oduduwa from Mecca or from Medina has always been there. But then the fight, the story as we had it, was that when they came, they met the Lajes who were operating within 13 different kinds of settlements, just like what we have within the Abraham and his people, right? He was not a king kind of thing, but he's a father to them. That is Samuel and his people is just a prophet. He was not a king. So when this prince came all the way from the way we saw it, the way when he came from the Far East, and he came with, being a prince, he came with a crown. So, and he said that he needed a place to settle. So they gave him a settlement. But the fight was between his own people and the Elijahs, the people, not their leader himself, a peace-loving person. So the fight, as it were told, that it was more like the fight between Lot and Abraham's people. Abraham and Lot, the people. So within this fight over supremacy of the land, that brought about a fight, and then they were defeated. But because they knew the nooks and crannies of the place, bearing in mind that they have been living there for centuries, so it was easy for them to come in on and through channels. And so when they came and they had to come and mask themselves, of course, history will always negate this or explain this. It depends on who has the better platform to express it. And of course, it was this logic of we know the place, we know the roots, and that was how they were coming from time to time, and they were raiding people. And that could only be stopped by Moremi. Yes, the story went on that order. Now, let us look at one particular area that has been submerged. And that area is the fact that these people they went far into the coastal area. And if you look at the distance between Ife and that place, it was actually a very long distance to be covered within a marketplace. But they have a particular way they manage it. And that is where they had a particular settlement where they settle for battle's sake. So that is, yes, for battle's sake, where they stay, and it has its own name and whatever. I'm not an history person, but I know that I can always pull it out from it's even in the internet. Yes, or something. I don't know what that name is. I'm just an Elijah person. I'm not born there. Now, the problem is that for strategic reasons, so that if they want to attack them, you can only attack this settlement. You can't get to them. And that was why it was difficult for years for the Ife people to penetrate this particular camp, and come into them where they were settled for years. And it was that same knowledge one of the knowledge that Moremi had, right, on one hand. And to that extent, biggest problem for us is that Ugbo never been researched. I would not want to say never been, because in academics, never say never. It is under research, really, really under research. And this is glaring even in the way we caricature them. We see them as monkeys, uncivilized set of people, uncut people, even they are bad people. As However, let us put it this way. Today, we celebrate Moremi. Why? Because we still feel that Moremi was our wife. And so, close to the palace of Olugbo, there is a very big effigy there. But, please, sir, help me. This has to be unlike the Moremi that we all know that stands as the victor. This person has to be like this. Thank you. Why? Because we realize that our wives, whenever we do Anibaba for what to Bomowi, for what Famora, she's there. But whenever they are going to celebrate her, they celebrate her with a cane. And so they always go to her to beat her. My Goro, my Benibruku, you are not a good example for all women, because we trusted you, we married you. Even though you were a slave, we trusted you, we married you, and you had a son for us. The contention anyway, that Olurogbo is a son to the Olugbo. Not even, but that's another area, because there are several, and there are areas for historians to dig into. Very virgin area.
Prof,
Thank you.
Prof. The conversation is getting to the exact area I want us to, go into. I may beg your indulgence to note that, yes, we may have the children seated here. People are watching us from at least 8 universities across the globe. Leeds City, 2 universities from Norway, and about 4 in the Asian part of the world. And some of them also in the Caribbeans. And this is a very huge subject. And that is why we are very meticulous in selecting this set of people here. Just to the audience, we are not saying these people seated here are the best, but we are saying that these are representatives from this particular community. And it's a town and gown thing. We have the Bale of the Laje here. We have a professor of history here. We have a prince from Ife. And we have the direct descendant of Moremi here. We also have Moremi's parents from his offer. So whatever we come out on this panel today will be signed, maybe writing to Prof. And it is important, to make clear for the sake of documentation and for record purpose for those who are watching online, and these children are going to meet this history. So I go to Dr. Felix. Mention some areas that it is very germane to the occasions we are trying to share across. The part where Moremi is seen as a savior with a torch bearer, and the the cliche of kneeling down and flogging as a sign of celebration. You need to really just oppose that. But on the other,
sorry,
also to have
sorry, just a little addition. He has given a very important lead of the research direction, and that is that contrary to accepted view, that Omolu was an Ife person, that he was an Ugbo prince, or the child of an Olugbo. Well, in history, we construct history from many sources. Language is one of them. Archaeology is one of them. Medicine and so on. Oluorogbo, Ugbo, and all these things. Linguistically, Oluorogbo is pointing more to Ugbo as a historian. I'm looking into, I have a similar experience in the Ondo history. The Ondo said Oshemawe is an abbreviation of Ishioma Mare, meaning these are abnormal children. And they, at the same time, said they are from Oyo. From oral history, from linguistics, we are proving that they are from Idari. Because the praise names of Ebeji is from Oyo. And this shows love, affiliation, commendation, and approval. One of them is Owole Alakisa, Osa Alakisa Dalasho. So if the Oyo were hating and killing the Beji, that this thing will not be there. On the contrary, Eshe is the reward for aberration, abomination, and taboo. So if Eshioma Mare is as a result of that, the direction of their coming points to Idare without any contradiction. And the killing of twins, it was Idare who are doing it. That the colonial government by 1920 had to promulgate an ordinance to say if anybody does this in Idare again, you will be punished. There's no other town, other settlement that has that history. So Oluorogbo, Ugbo, and the repetition of this thing points to Ugbo direction as a probable source of Oluorogbo more than has been hitherto accepted. I want to suggest that historians and those who have been dramatizing this story should take a lead from what he has said, from his linguistic statement so far, and take a second view about the natality of Oluorogbo. Thank you.
Prof, I'm coming to Mr. Adebayo, and of course, Baba from the Prince from Ife will also come in. For 3 months now, I've been in and out of Ife. I had a direct approval from His Imperial Majesty of Ife to lead a research team, document the historic sites in Ife. And I ask from the shrine of Olorogbo. There's a shrine for Olorogbo. And I think there's a mix-up in all the dramas that we've had before. Because that shrine has nothing to do with Moremi. Olorogbo is another deity that history had that, descend 9 days after Oduduwa descended. I went to the shrine. I met the chief priest. I bring vis-a-vis the chief priest of Moremi and the current chief priest of Olorogbo. And they said, maybe Moremi's son is named another thing. In Dr. Lekon's Balogun's play, he titled the name of Moremi's son as Omolarere. Omolarere. Now, in other submissions, exactly one of it that was shown some years back, directed by Bola Lester Peters, named that son of Moremi as Olorogbo. And today, I will be so glad, confirming from what Prof. you have said and what Dr. Felix have said, and I hope Omo Baba will help us clarify that the son of Moremi is not aboriginally named Olorogbo. Maybe it is Omolarere, but of course, I'm just leaving that hanging so Omoba can clear that. However, I will pass the mic first to Mr. Adebayo to, sorry, sir, I need to let everybody here know why I had to beg him to come. When I get to this area, I was accommodated by, he's now an ancestor, Olokun Ajayi. He's the one that gave us this place to build this school and other place where he's a community leader here, and he's an Elijah man. So the first person I had a face-off with in this community was this man. And that was when he parked his boat at the shore of the school where we had before. And it was like, I am Ijebu. I cannot tell him where he, the Elijah, will park his boat. And I quickly ran back to Olokun. Baba, I'm not saying this person should not park his boat. Though. Besides, I'm not even seeing him as a fisherman. All the time I see him in his tie and go to work. Then when he comes back at the evening, he will just come in the boat and just park. And we are like wanting to make some things. So he sat me down one day and explained to me the history of Ugbo, the origin of Yoruba race. And I was really impressed. Like, this kind of person, this kind of place. Then I penned it down in my diary. And that day has come that he will need to explain the history of Ugbo as related to Yoruba race briefly. And that will be fact-checked by a professor of history seated and the traditional rulers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yoruba history, a lot of people are now do tremendous research, including myself. I've traced Yoruba history up to Babylon, present-day Iraq. I'm still doing research on it. Now coming to what we had from the outset. Coming to what we heard from the outset, I think Ife, the present-day Ife, if I'm not mistaken, will be the 4th or the 5th one. Ife existed in many phases in the past. I can even say categorically, because I've been trying to ask some questions, are we product of Anunnakis? Because the issue of Ateworo, nobody has been able to explain the meaning of Ateworo. Well, if you ask us in Odegbo, that our parents came from heaven. If the history of Anunnaki is anything to go by, they descend from heaven. Now, the history in Ife, that 200 deities came first. The descent of Keora, 200 of them, was corroborated by the book of Enoch, 200 again. Reading the Sumerian text, 200 again. So in that place, Yoruba history, our own history, correct. Now, after the flood, if you want to go by timing, I think the great flood happened year 3928 BC, great flood. Now, if anything that is anything to go by, we left our present abode. Quiz history was like pointing to different directions. The North Civilization, the people of Ife, Oyelago, initiated and formed the North Civilization that existed around River Niger Conference before they came down to the present Ife. But the first person to step on Ife, that was Iwana, in Okeora, was Oranfe. Oranfe Olilena. Not until recently, after Olugo began to plot some sort of history, some people, some historians, even some historians, did not know somebody or one, if there's anyone called Oranfe, the history of Yoruba people. All what people know, Odua. Now, we, the Ugbos, Elijahs, we are not the only person answering that name. Ijebu person is an Ugbo person. Awori person is an Ugbo person. Every one of us, we are all Ugbos. Now, who was that person? Orafe. The second person, Obatala Ateworo. Now, in Ife, there is this mix up in Ife. We have two Sangos in Ife. The first person, Orafe Olilena. The second person, Sango Alafin, whose mother was to Rofsi, a Nupe person. Two Sangos. We as well. Yes, Olorobo as well. Now, if you go back to history, you know when that problem happened between Osanganga Obamakin and Obatala block versus Obameri Odua block, there was this serious civil war that happened. Now, Akire or Wailari, Obatala Obamaki, they facilitated the death of Odua. Yes, Odua ruled briefly in Ile-Ife. Yes. Now, from that, when that thing happened, it was destiny that brought Odua to limelight. Those people that were very, very fast in Ifa will tell you, there's this Ifa verse that Titi Lori Ogbo Birikpe Lomoko Da Keyi Adiva for Odua ate ọ̀rọ̀ nífẹ̀. Ìgbà tó ń du oyè lé bàbá rẹ̀ tó bá rúbọ yóò jẹ́, ó fà ìrúbọ yóò jẹ́. Destiny. Destiny. That's the destiny. Now, Oranfe, first wife, Yeyemolu, the pet that turned to that pool of water. You get to Ife today, some people will be attributing that pool to Odua. No, Yeyemolu was actually the first wife of Oranfe, followed by Oru, Osara, Akinsin, and so forth. Oru gave birth to Yeyemolu was childless. Oru gave birth to the firstborn, Obaluru. Our second son, Osanganga Obamakin. Now, while Oranfe was alive, we had 13 sub-autonomous communities in Ife, 13 of them. In Winnie, all this Ido, Okeoja, Okeawo, Parakin, Omologun, Ideta, all of them. This is before the advent of Odua. And one thing I'm telling people is this, as far as those people that are now claiming to be equal to Yorubas, as far as those Benin people, the simple question I'm asking them is very, very simple. Why Egyptian history was started around 332 BC, after Alexander the Great conquered Egypt. He commissioned one of the writers there, Manitot by the name, to write history of Egypt. It was documented around 322 BC. Why Herodotus wrote extensively about Ife in the year 500 BC. See the distance. 500 BC, Herodotus wrote about Ife. Now, knowing fully, we are the bona fide son of the soil. We rule our forebearer, Obamaki, Osangaga, rule and give the betting to Obatala or Seremagu. It was during the era of Seremagu Obatala that Odua came to limelight. Now, that's another long history. The time will never permit to give you every detail. Now, because during the period of Obamaki Osangaga in Ugbomo Ife civilization has extended from the present-day Nigeria up to Niemi, that's Niger, to Chad, to Burkina Faso, all these countries like Ghana, Cotonou, and the rest, up to Somalia. That's Aksum land. That's Otu Ife. That was Otu Ife. When Herodotus was writing, Herodotus made mention of 5 cities in the whole space called Africa. 5 of them: Ife, Ethiopia, Kemet, Libya, and former Ghana, which is Mauritania. 5 of them. No other town was in existence by the year 500 BCE. And he called them ancient cities. And for you to bear that name is by 500 years BCE, for a town or a nation to be called, they said that name must have been in existence for at least 3,000 years. And the issue of Odua Olofin was around 10 or 11th century. I'm very, very correct. So now, where that is set up, there has been kings, 98 of them before Odua came to. 98, 1 to 98 kings in Ile-Ife before Odua came around. So we left that place because we consulted, we wanted to fight. Oba Awuni wanted to fight. He assembled the warlords in Iloromu. Fight Odua. Fight the Ife 6. Oba Mary had been beheaded because of this horse beside a similar river. Fight them, kill Odua, kill the Ife 6 that were partying with Odua. And before they embarked on that adventure, they consulted the final sign. And Ifa warned Obamakin that you should not spill a blood, a drop in Ife. It's all alone with Ife that once in Ikoba when it bear, ko fifele, ko lo ko ma difa. Pé adé bí ko tó yẹ pé tó bá gbìn nǹkan omi ló máa gbé lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí òun àtàrọmọdọ́mọ ẹ̀ máa jẹ ó ti wà ń bẹ̀. It was Ifa that predated Elijah land. Instantly, a lot of them were very annoyed. Baba Sigidi was an Igbo person. Direct blood at Osanga Obama King. Immediately, he turned to a mortar. This thing that they are still worshiping in Ife up to today. Araba turned a very big tree. They were very annoyed. And the remaining people they left. Plus Obatala Osrema. Anytime they are doing Obatala festival in Ife, go. Obalesi Ife will give you the same narration that his own grandfather and Obama left. They went to Laje and they formed that place. Later, Ife could not hold. Things were not going on properly. They have to come back to beg Obatala Seremagbo. And he left our place. He came back to Ife, but we refused. We refused to come. Are you getting it? So being the owner of the place, that is the annoyance you are still carrying. If after the death of the first Olugbo, the Sindre, Olugbo, Oyeroye, all those, Omaboma, all of them, they are still carrying the grudge. That was when they started attacking Ife. They started attacking Ife. That was little thing that brought about our invasion of Ife. We invaded Ife up to a period of like 300 years. We are very superior to them in anything. Because all the Ife warriors in Okeoja, yes, they follow us. We know how to produce ammunition. And we are very vast in the use of medicine. So that's why we could be able to suppress them for a very long time. But what has only happened is this. Faith will be faith. Because Obama has been warned not to spill blood. And for this cause, after Odua as peace is still, Odua did not rule at Ideta. No. He was ruling at Idio. The place, all this Oba, they are not Badio, they are all sorts of Orave. Today, I'm still asking professor of histories. They should tell me who actually Odua was. There are a lot of factions coming from the east, coming from that. No, even the Benin people are now telling us that Odua is their own son, Ekaladrina. Self-exiled prince. See a lot of rubbish. Because if the people want my dear Nuju, so Tani Odua. So from what I know Odua. Now, what I'm now telling people is this. Don't see Elijah people as traitor, as saying we are all the same blood. Like when I fought him, I was telling him, that go and read what your our Baba Aujale, the history of Ijebu by Aujale of Ijebu. You will see where that man mentioned categorically that Ijebu Deo was given to him by who? Elijah people. Elijah people. Yes, Olugo. I put the title Olu of Ijebu before they changed to Amajaleja, which is Aujale. Everything is in that book. So we are not somebody that these people are bush people, they are definitely no. We want to oust Odudua. We wanted to chase him away. It's not maybe it's part of us. Go to if I said that, they will tell you, go to Agbole or Nutoni Paraki. Go ask them who was Odudua, they'll tell you. Yes. Who is it? What is the name of they will tell you the name of the father was Abure, Obiri, Oloro, Olokobi. That's the father's name. So people, you should go and know history. So by the time we know all these things, you will know the reason why Nigerian people were so very, very desperate to capture their land back. It belongs to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One thing has emerged from the exercise we are doing so far, and that is that our knowledge of Yoruba history is relatively still not adequate. That there are many dimensions we have not explored. It's good that occasions like this will continue to present us with the opportunity for a panoramic view of Yoruba history and culture. Why I would have loved to stay for a very long time, I'm a man under authority. I have a class from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And it will not be nice. It's a postgraduate class. It won't be nice for my students to be waiting. But as I want to reiterate again that I congratulate you for the school you have established and also for making this the center stage of Children's Day celebration this year. It will sensitize the younger ones about the complexity of Yoruba history. So with those few words, please allow me to take my leave so that I can organize myself and take my class as scheduled. Subsequently, I will say, come here to see what you are doing, even when invited. So I thank you. And also I thank the royal fathers and all of you that have taken, and then the up and coming artists, the students who have performed wonderfully well. I congratulate you and wish you very well in your future endeavor.
So while we take profs, while we accept your request to leave, we will take a 2-minute water break recess, and we'll gather the questions from online. Then we can do like a Q&A from the students, from the cast and crew, and we hope to get your review on the total submissions, Prof. Student, can you give your hands together for Prof as he takes his leave? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Virtual face, they are not clapping. Prof, group photograph. Ketolo. Yes. Yes. We can have a group wide shot, right? Can we just rise for a group photograph? Okay. Ballet 2 wants to quickly attend to something.
I hope you are being captured. I hope, like Moremi, you are being captured.
Thank you, sir. Okolu. Thank you for coming. So then, Okay, so we are back. I think Olawakon is back to you. You have to come and take Prof's spots. Please come this side. While we bring Moremi, please come here. It's just to finalize this session. I know Omo Baba has something to say. Alaji, please, you have to come. Please come, Alaji. Please, I want you to join us. Please, sit. Here. Prof is coming there. And you took us. Aha. Yes. So, Prince, you wanted to react to what our last speaker said.
Yes. Like he said, Oduduwa Afenwolo. So when he dropped out by the chain, there was no land in Ife. Obatala Otelemegbo and his follower were on the mountain of Okeora. When Oduduwa came, he came with a diary, sand, and a cockle to create the land. To create the land. And when he got to the line, he met a fisherman and a farmer, Ore and a Luire. So up to today, Taban Kirioni, one year Omini Gagan Le, Omini Gagan Odi, any opinion do you all a moko. So it was the one that created Ile Ife. Obatala and all his entourage were on the mountain Okeora. It was when Oduduwa created the land, there was a tussle of supremacy. They went into the battle. Oba Mary, one of the Oduduwa's sons, defeated them. And they were sent away. Obatala home in the Delta was destroyed. So when the compromise came, it was located to Igbo Itapa, where we have a shrine today, till today. So it was, there was a lot of discussion from Ife archive. Oba Makin, who came to the throne after Oduduwa, who was the husband of Tirimudu, was chased away from the throne by one of the Oduduwa sons, Ogun, before Obalufan, Ogbogbodun came to the throne. It was Oromiyan that was coming from when Ogbogbodun died. His son, Obalufan Lajimore, came to the throne. It was Oromiyan that was coming from Igodo land that he renamed Ilebinu, that passed through Ofa and saw a beautiful lady Molini that brought him to Ife. The only child Moremi had for Oromiyan was Olorogo. I didn't know where he belonged to Igbo. He did not belong to Igbo. Until today, the shrine of Olorogo is in Ile-Ife. It's not in any other place. And Olorogo is known as Ella Olorogo.
Ella
Olorogo. So,
right.
for the Oba Makin, who was the was the Oni after Oduduwa. He was chased away from the throne. So ever since then, there was always a tussle between Oduduwa group and Obatala group. Until Moremi came finally and resolved all the issue. And then another thing he was trying to say was that Ijebu Ode was founded by Oluiwa, one of the warriors from Ife. Oluiwa left Ife with his 3 children, Olugbega, Ogborogan, and Osungborowo. When they get to the present Ijebu, they met the Lade there, they fought them, and they threw them away. Oluiwa now renamed the place after his 2 sons, Ajebu and Olode. And Olode. And how they got their king today was that Oluiwa sent his Smiley daughter to Oduduwa to marry. And Oduduwa, when Oduduwa married, they will give back to Ogborokan, and which was later known as Obanta. Then, and his elder brother, Olubiga. And when Oduduwa nurtured them to adult, they left. He gave them a crown. From Ife perspective, he gave them a crown and a staff of office. And he gave them Ado. So when they get to it's like they were going. The elder brothers, who was very, very much in love with games, hunting, stop on the way and do some hunting. And he gave the crown to his younger brother. And they are into it. They went ahead. They went ahead. And when the younger brother, Ogborogan, could not see his brother, at the entrance of the Ijebu, so he have to take the Yayado and knock it on the ground and put the crown on his head. There was a prediction that the Obanta, when you have the people, they will say Obawanita. And they said they had that prediction that whenever he's coming, he will come with the crown. And Opaileke. As he entered, they took him straight to Oluiwa, and he was installed the Awujale. So when his elder brother came, he saw that his brother had been installed. He left in anger and went back to that camp with his own entourage. That camp became Ijebu. So his son, Ojuma Junior of Ijebu, go back to Ife for another camp. And that was why today the Oba of Ijebu have the title Olima of Ijebu. So Olima Lucy of Ijebu. So the Ilajes were the occupants of that land before Oluwa came and defeated them in the battle and took over the land.
All right. Thank you, sir. So, for clarity's sake, is established that Moremi is from Ofa, married to Ife.
Yes.
It is also established that the mother came to Ife.
The father went to Ofa on hunting.
So, Oromiyan married Moremi from Ife, or the mother come from Ife. Which of it, sir?
The mother is from Ofa. Okay. The father came from, okay, we call that Nile Ife.
Okay, the father is from Ife.
Thank you. I would love to always standing. The philosophy of Olombe and Lukugba, I believe sincerely as a research historian, I only get to know about that just about 6 years ago when Oluremi Olaposi published a book, Original Iwe Itan Moremi, launched at Obafemi Awolowo Ile-Ife. In the history of Ibolo Kingdom, where we are the paramount ruler of Ibolo Kingdom, nobody bears Olombe. The name is alien to our people. So we still hold on to our positions. We don't know where it's coming from. And what I identify as a research historian is just because nowadays, storytellers and historians are mixing things together. And that's where we are getting many things wrong. In fact, at a point, we believe that, and somebody, okay, like in my community now, if you choose the royalties, people you meet in the palace, to give you the narrations, you might not get the right things. And this is something I dedicated my own time for as a student of history from the University of Ilorin, did my master's in the University of Ilorin, and currently my PhD is in view. I choose, because of the virtue of the Moremi, to work extensively on it. And the project is ongoing. I've been to Ilaje. The reason why I picked their number is because at the end of every nonsense, sorry to use the word, there is element of what? Senses. I've get a lot of connections to some of the gap on my own projects, community project that is going to be unveiled by December this year. And that's why I want to reach out to them. So what we are having as issue now, even in Ife, the challenges they actually face, one of their challenges is that I heard of somebody in the history of Ife, there is Omolarere, which they always fail to give in narrations. And if you are not, I can unveil you the book of Olupo Solaremi, where he even said, the death of Omolarere actually caused what? Devastations in the life of Moremi. But the story of Omolarere till another day. But he acknowledged in his words, books that what? Moremi's son is what? Oluorogo. You can see the what? The conflict. So I'm not here to crucify because I know in the history of Moremi, our own case is very simple. It's our own daughter. And come December, you see a lot of celebrations. If you chat me later, I'll load you a lot of pictures. Up to 1989, white people came from abroad to celebrate the Moremi festival. And the line I mixed is that on the eve of that Moremi festival, nobody comes out because she visited us in the midnight. After the Moremi festival, the following day she go back. A woman that I witnessed, I saw her one-on-one, that she dared try that thing, she faced the heavy consequences. So in our own community, she's everything, a role model to all child. That's why we initiated Omosunwon, because she's an epitome of a what? A good daughter and a representative of our community. So to us, nothing like Olombe. And I visited Mr. Olokposi Olare Ogunremi 7 times. I'm a regular visitor. That's why I say research historians. All the places that my elderly people that mentions in what like I've been there times to that number to make sure I get the accurate thing. The issue now is that when I ask him times to that number, he could not give me accurate answer as a trained historian. So as far as I'm concerned, I will implore these organizers of this event to take their accurate time, because I believe you are in the high esteem in Nigeria. A lot of people speak good about this organization, no matter how the environment looks like. And I believe whatever that comes out of this place is going to go far. To take their time properly, to let us reach to the meaningful end about the story of this wonderful woman. To us, she's our daughter, and she remains our daughter. And even Onik Kabiyesi acknowledge when they came to our domain that Moremi belongs to us. It's only a beneficial towards to Ife. So that's our own take. And lastly, sir, I employ many mechanisms to do my own history, including metaphysics. I don't want to subject it to anybody who claim more Oduduwa or anybody from traditional sense of Yoruba cannot descend from heavens. If you can believe, I don't want to be tagged from any other kind of religion, that something that cannot be explainable happen in your home, then you are denying our own forefather. of the blessing from Almighty God. Lastly, when you are doing your own research, try and reach Ilarogun. A king is still living there up to now. And that is why when they are praising them, they say, Orogun peloye odaje, agbolu aje peloye odashiwo. The king is still living now, up to now. After many years, when he becoming small, they have to what? Leather the man and go and take it to what? You go dajo anytime they want to start what? The masquerade. A lot of things, that's part of my own work. A lot of things happen in Yoruba land. So if you don't believe it, that's why I said earlier, culture, tradition, and religion in Yoruba land has to do with what? Faith. If you don't have a faith in what you see, then you don't belong to what? To this environment. Thank you very much.
Okay. I think is getting more interesting, and by that I mean it's obvious that what Offa people is bringing to the table is simple. Moremi is from Offa. What Ife is bringing to the table is Moremi is our savior. And what Elijah is bringing to the table is Moremi is our wife. Now, I want to check on that because Dr. Felix mentioned that the wife is begging and they celebrate Moremi every year. Now, my clause is, why will you celebrate someone by flogging? You know? And they are beating your daughter. We should file a case.
Quickly. There are two ways to teaching. One, you can teach by saying that this person has done well, and just like they are having it done in their different domains, they want to eulogize and let everybody do likewise. Also, yearly, we want to remind our own daughters, this is somebody you must never be like.
Amazing.
Don't ever allow this part of history to evade you. This is somebody you must go never to be like.
Okay,
so every year, we
Dr.
celebrate
Felix,
that.
Dr. Felix, at that point, please, sir, you will react. I would like to bring Baba, Bale Bariga, Baba Ejemabo, Edakun. Children, please clap for Baba. Please sit like this. I want him to be seated here. Because something must be very clear to us. A part is saying, we are flogging you and showing children and our daughters not to be like this. And another community is saying, our girls, our mothers should be like this. Now, how do we juxtapose that? Which part should we stay? Torí bàbá ọ̀rọ̀ yóò ti ajẹ́ ká fi síbì kan. Èwo lẹ máa gbà wá. Ṣé ká. No, of course, I'm coming to him. And I have a question for him. So, kí lẹ máa gbà wá lámọ̀ràn? Káwọn ọmọ yìí mú lọlé. Should we say, come on, Moremi. Should we say Moremi should be celebrated every time? Or Moremi should be flogged every year? Based on what he has done. Baba Kileri Sasi, I see menu.
Thank you very much. My own suggestion is we have to weigh what she has done. Now, in the first place, she did well by making sure all what has happened is now a reality. So we have to take that. And for the Elijahs, who said what she has done is contrary to what she should have done. That's why they are flogging her yearly when they are doing this celebration. Now, the students, what I think they will take home is that whatever you are doing, make sure you do it well, so that in future, people will be talking about you that, look, there's good in doing bad, and there's bad in doing good. So you have to take the two. David,
Okay, I will take contributions from Alaji while in the audience. We can take 2 questions if we have. Okay, one there. Any question and you, sir? Okay.
Thank you very much. Please allow me to stand on the existing protocol. Personally, I don't believe you celebrate something that is bad. Celebration should bring joy to you. When you say celebrate, celebrate means you are happy, right? Displaying something. So when the Elijahs are celebrating Moremi and at the same time flogging her, I mean, it's contradictory. To me, it is contradictory. You celebrate something that is important. You celebrate something that you love. You celebrate something that you like. You understand? So if somebody is your wife and you are celebrating her and she's kneeling down and you are flogging her, I mean, it's contradictory. Sincerely speaking, we from Ofa, we revere her so much that if you come to Ofa today, there's a very big mansion that we have erected, and we call that place Moremi Hall of Fame. It's there in Ofa, right? It's directly opposite our palace, and we celebrate her every December. If you come to Ofa, people come from abroad to celebrate Moremi, and we celebrating her. We don't flog her. No, we don't flog Moremi. We revere her so much. You know, anything beautiful in Ofa is called Moremi. You know, so please, in Ofa, she's a daughter that we revere a lot. She's a daughter that we actually celebrate. And in almost all the universities in Yoruba land, you have Moremi Hall.
Moremi Hall, Moremi Hall, Moremi Hall.
Moremi Hall, Moremi Hall. And if she did not do good, she will not be celebrated. If she did not do good, she will not be given a Hall of Fame, right, in Ofa. If she did not do good, she will not have a University of Ife. There's a Moremi Hall there.
Mm-hmm.
University of Lagos. Yes, she has a hall there. In Ibadan, I think she has a hall there. You know, so she's a woman of honor. She's a woman of dignity, and she's a woman that is a legend that must be celebrated. So the Elijah should stop. They should stop beating her.
They should stop.
They should stop beating her.
Yeah.
Please, yes, please.
No,
Yes.
Wait.
Beating her.
Before we go there,
Yes,
let's take questions from the audience, please. Could you please help us take questions online? Why, please, the law, can you come? Yeah, then you're the second person. Children, please put your hands together for Daddy Joy. The law. Come here. Thank you, sir. Please face the camera, people all over the world.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to write on the existing protocols. Muki awon baba wa as well. To me, from my own point of view, every cloud has a silver lining. And man is the measure of things. The way you look at things from your own side view may be wrong. Why from the other side may be right. Like me, I eat snake. Why somebody will now just say, how could a pastor eat snake? I think what I'm actually thinking about Moremi is somebody who wants to be celebrated, because every perfect person has a flaw. As at the point she has seen that this is a problem, my people has been afflicted. Mm-hmm. Empathy, feelings, thinking of a way of solving this problem. Because even it is not even okay with God for one man to afflict the other because there is absence of love. Mm-hmm. Now, look at the heights he went to sacrifice her only son. Then at the end of the day, he succeeded. I therefore conclude that from my own point of view, I stand to be corrected. As an Elijah person, I celebrate that kind of a person.
Please put your hands together for the Lord. Aha. So, I will, the second person, please. Ija ano atikini.
I know a lot of people will be wondering why I pulled my shoe. This is a stage, and I'm a satisfied thespian. I'm an actor. No reasonable actor will come on stage with a shoe. In the first place, let me give it to Sheung and the entire student of this institution. I want to beg Sheung, please. I have a movie production coming up very, very soon. will you permit me to use some of your students? Because I've seen talents in them.
We'll talk in camera.
Masoro. Yes, that's a good one. Good afternoon. My name is Popsin Omotayo Omoba Kukbola. I am a royal prince from Mofa. I make bold to say that. My question goes to Omoba from Ife. This is a tussle of royalty now. My senior royal brother, why are there so many controversial histories about Ife and other communities? Thank you.
I think it should be specific because there are many. Just choose one so that he can narrow his answer.
You have the case of Moremi, Ofa, and Ife. You have the case of Ife and Ilai Ugbo. We have always been in a series of controversial histories that is making our students not to get the real point of where we are going.
Okay, so supremacy. Why the supremacy between? Okay, assignment. Yeah, you want to? Yes. Yes. No, not yet. Is the answer?
Why so many controversy?
No, I'm saying that.
My own. Yes. Thank you very much. Now I want to clarify some issue as per that issue of Moremi. It's not maybe we are celebrating Moremi in Laje. We are just remembering her for the bad she did to us. Good. Bad. To us, bad. To Ife and some other Yoruba people, good. But to me personally, good. But to our fathers, Olugbo, all these things happened not, it was after the first Olugbo. It was between the 5th and the 10th Olugbo. Yes. That's Olugbo. I think I met to Ogundere, something along that line. So that thing happened. Now, the reason why I'm saying my own personal view is good. It's very, very simple and direct. Now, when I was reading something, this issue about the narration about Moremi and Dugba and like just something, when I got to issue of how they killed Obameri, I was very, very annoyed. They just killed that man. And that man was killed along the bank of Isimiri River. And Obameri was Field Master General for Batala or Seremagbo. So he was the only Elu, sir. I'll still come to you, sir. I think Obama was the only Elu among the Fesis. No, even if by the time you get to Ife, we have a lot of place of their divergence when it comes to the issue of Odua and the rest. Even in Ife, they have not agreed. By the time you are reading through all the narratives, you are now reconciling, you will hold your conclusion. They kill Obameri based on the fact that they consist of secrets. It was Orafe, sons, great grandsons, all this about your arrest. About this present king of More. What this present king of More they are tied to? Ejio. Yes, Ejio. They brought Odua to Lamplight. And they cooked that they want to do it in secret. But Obameri went and confronted Obatala Olufe. And the owner of them, which was Obaluru of them, asked Obameri to be caged. So that was why when you see Moremi, something prompted her to go to that same river, Esimiri, to ask for revelation as per the power of Elijah people. Elijah, you have been warned not to cause trouble. If I want you, live, you will be prosperous in where you are going. The issue of Dua becoming Olufe or Olofe is predestined. We left, but we are very, very annoyed. Instead of us to accept what is fate and leave Ife alone, we continue to attack them. That was what happened. To me, Moremi did well. So she did well.
Thank you, sir. So on this note, I would like to bring your contributions and your contribution. So decide who goes first.
Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me to stand on existing protocol. With regards to Moremi, I would say my first contact with the name was in Unilag, Moremi Hall. And to show how revered she is among the Yoruba people, it is a female hostel, and it is the females who are doing very well academically that are actually assigned to Moremi Hall in the University of Lagos. So that shows that majority of people who know Moremi hold her in high esteem, as we have heard here today. And then I've also been privileged to be part of the production of Moremi. And during one of the artistic sessions, the review sessions on characterization, it occurred to us that Moremi as a character is an enigma. She's a person who people hold different perspectives of her. And for us, it just reminded us that theater is life. It's a mirror of life. And in life, there are three parts to every story: your part, my part, and the truth. So in my story, somebody can be a villain, and in another person's story, that person is a hero. And that is the classic representation of who Moremi is. But there's a truth that none of us might ever find out because we were not there physically. But when time gets to when it is the right time for history to be revealed, because we do know that there will come a time when all of these things that humans have gone through will be revealed. Only then we will know the truth of the whole situation. And so for me, I think the larger people have their own rights to use Moremi as an example to their daughters. But I think it should be actually to their sons, not their daughters. Why do I say so? No, it's to the sons. Because if from the story we have seen, Moremi was married to the king, is it a woman that married her? No, it is a man that married her. So it is the men that should be told, do not allow your desires put you in trouble. So it should not even be an example for the women. It should be an example for the men, a reminder for the men that you should hold your desires and not let it put you into trouble. And for the Ife people, they would definitely celebrate her because, like they have all said, she liberated them from years. I had 300 years of oppression. Please, if Moremi were here today, I'm sure that we would all hear her side of the story, but she's not here. And so we would all like to continue to remember Moremi as a woman who did what was necessary. The Bale said that there is good in doing bad. Or it was Alaji that said so. Yes, the Bale. That there is good in doing bad and bad in doing good. And even we know that God Almighty, we keep hearing that he doesn't think like we humans think. He sees the heart. He knows the motive. What was Moremi's motive? Was it to destroy the Ugbo people? No, it was to liberate her people. And so I think, in my own opinion, she needs to be celebrated. Thank you.
A beautiful afternoon to everyone here. First and foremost, I would want us to celebrate these wonderful talents, please. Let's celebrate these wonderful talents. I would not want to go into issues around Moremi, but what I just want to emphasize is the fact that theater is a powerful tool for society development. We've all had conversations and arguments back and forth on the characterization of Moremi as a result of a drama piece that was put up here. And also, theater is an element of research And we know that our culture, we have a very rich culture. And another thing that I feel we lack that theater is addressing is the issue of documentation. If we use theater to document our history, the preservation of our culture and the necessary convergence that needs to be put in place as regards, a perspective, just like you rightly said, my perspective to something may be different from your perspective, depending on the character that is, the middle point of that character and how I pick it from. The largest may be right from their perspective because of the role that Moremi played, to them as a society. And Ile-Ife too may be right from their perspective because of the role that Moremi played for the people of Ile-Ife. Likewise, Offa too. So all I just want to recap is that for these students who are here, for the level of conversation and the level of conversation that we've had here today, it will make them to be rich in their thoughts, it will make them to be vibrant, and it will make them to be wide in their analysis of culture and history. And that will bring out the best of these students because they have not come here to dance, they have not come here to sing, they have come here to enrich themselves, to enrich their knowledge. And I give kudos to Sheung Awobaju for bringing this up and for allowing this robust conversation. Let us continue to continue in this research work, as historians, as theater artists, as documentation experts, even as media practitioners, so that at the end of the day, we will preach the good side, the good narrative of our culture, away from the negative narrative that the outside society have about us. So my own is the theater has done well for the society, and the society should be grateful to the theater. Thank you very much.
All right. At this junction, it shows that we will allow the in-laws to go and settle and continue the discussion. Maybe they will return the bride price or you take back your bride price. Because I don't know why I go marry my pikin for you. Even in debt, you still a flog am. Anyway, but moving forward, there's no beginning without an ending. Ask about what she has done to us. Okay, I think it's obvious. What she has done is she came to liberate the people you have held in captive, basically. However, sincerely, the children are still waiting. You have plenty of gifts from, what's the name of those guys? Yeah, you have a lot of gifts ready for you, and we still want to share that. But officially, we want to thank all of us, but we must not leave without getting a goodwill message from the GM, Chief Executive Officer of National Arts Theatre. Ladies and gentlemen, bring to the microphone. Auntie Miawele. You're not clapping.
Good afternoon once again. I stand here as the representative of the General Manager and Chief Executive Officer of the National Theatre. She sends assurances of her highest esteem and she gives kudos to all the students who were part of this production. She has given an address on the importance of theatre in education. I would like to read it very quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and honored guests, imagine a world without stories, a world where imagination is stifled, where creativity is undervalued, and where the richness of diverse perspectives is overlooked. Theater, one of humanity's oldest forms of storytelling, offers a remedy to such a world. Today, I am honored to speak about the profound importance of theater in education and its transformative impact on students' development. But before I proceed, let me express my profound gratitude to the director of Footprint of David. I am proud to be collaborating with you and to continue this collaboration and good working condition between the National Theatre and the Footprint of David. I am indeed very excited and enthusiastic that under my leadership of the National Theatre, the existing relations between our two organizations will be improved upon for the advancement of theatre as education, entertainment, and economic activity. Theatre enhances creativity and imagination because it is a haven for imagination and it gives pupils a forum to openly explore and express their deepest feelings and ideas. Students are inspired to think creatively, to think beyond self-imposed limitations, and to see the world from a variety of angles through performance art. And in addition to this being fulfilling, this creative endeavor is crucial for the growth of creative, forward-thinking people. Theater also helps to develop communication skills because in any sector, effective communication is essential to success. When it comes to improving communication abilities, both the nonverbal and the vocal abilities, theater is unmatched. Pupils can effectively and clearly communicate themselves through speech, monologue, and body language. Through consistent practice, they gain a great deal of confidence that helps them become successful communicators in any situation, including public speaking. And these days, such life skills are in high demand outside of the theater. They also serve as manifestations of confidence and poise, including body control, audience command, and situational awareness. Theater also promotes collaboration and teamwork. And theater further promotes cultural awareness and empathy, where it is a powerful tool for fostering cultural awareness and empathy by portraying diverse characters and stories from different cultures and historical periods. Theater helps to open students' minds to the vast tapestry of human experience. It challenges stereotypes, encourages understanding, and promotes a more inclusive worldview. And this empathetic understanding is crucial in nurturing compassionate and culturally aware citizens. Theater also helps with critical thinking and problem solving. It helps with personal growth and emotional intelligence as it offers a unique space for personal growth and allows students to explore a wide range of emotions and human experiences in a supportive environment. And this exploration fosters self-awareness, empathy, and resilience. By engaging deeply with the emotional lives of their characters, students enhance their ability to understand and manage their own emotions as well as those of others. And to sum it up, we see that theater in education is an essential part of a student's overall development and goes beyond just being an extracurricular activity. It helps to develop critical thinking skills, communication skills. It encourages teamwork, raises cultural understanding, and develops emotional intelligence. And together, these advantages support the development of talented, well-rounded, and sympathetic people. Once again, kudos to the Footprint of David for using theater as an important tool for shaping the young minds who pass through the academy and through the school. And let me end by commending the charitable and laudable innovative ways that the Footprint of David has been using the economic gains of the theater business to fund the altruistic aspects of your operations. You are the living testimony that nothing can stop a determined person from achieving good goals. Your actions are leaving indelible prints in the sands of time as you continue to shape and mold great Nigerians of the future. I have earlier pointed out that the lessons of theater education are applicable in life, business, and the making of a cultural person. Hence, we at the National Theatre are very proud of you. On this note, I wish all the students a memorable Children's Day celebration. Thank you.
All right, thank you. On that note, children, can you rise to your feet as we give all of our panelists a big round of applause for coming We'll do it in footprint way. Hey, round of applause. 1, 2, ready, go. A bigger one. Super sounding one. Eshun sir, Eshun ma, thank you for coming. We shall get to you again. I'm really grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Baba, Udupel, Eshun sir. Thank you for coming. Okay, we want to do. We want to do a group photograph with the cast and crew and the panelists. Ejo, gbogbo àwọn of our descendants, national troop, national theater, please come for a group picture. Please, children, stand. Good morning. It should be from your purse. Yes, find the chairs. All actors on stage. Let's have a group photograph of our descendants. Major, where you go since? The Lord, come. Come now, no go now. Wale, please come now. A group picture, please. All the cast and crew. Let our daddies be at the back. You come to the front. Baba okay. Come to the front. Okay. Short people, come to the front. Please go up, so that we can see them. Then some of you, if you are not a chief, you are a villager, you can sit down. Only the king, stay at the middle. Go up, king. Go up. Moremi, yeah, go up too. Moremi, go up. Olorogo, go up. Wafakunle, go up. Esimini, go up. Then the rest, spread. Go up. Some maybe turn even low, but low. Esimini, where is that? Okay, here at Anoi, all the in-laws, stay together. Yes. Oh, yeah, now. Spread. Where's your cap? Move back.
Let me see.
Come to the front. We are short. Come to the front. Spread out now. Open up. Don't choke. There's space. Those of you that are wearing testimony, come here. Say cheese. Say bariga. Say bariga. Everybody say Moremi. Thank you for coming. We are grateful. Children, we have gifts for you. Cast and crew, don't go out. Let our guests leave so that we have holding call NGOs who wants to share some things for the children. Leave the road, let Baba pass. Just go up. Go back, go up. Take this thing up. Children, please stay in front. Stay in front.
You did not bring them. Thank you, thank you. I didn't want to bring them. I would have brought them.
Àwọn ọ̀gá máa mọ́ bọ́ yẹ máa ṣe.
Can't bring the envelopes. Ten. Okay, ti pencil yẹn nìyẹn. Where's the raincoat? That was just. Oh yeah.
Okay, be Miss Moremi. Queen Moremi.
Oh yeah, Moremi, come. Come and take. Sheyi, stop terrorizing us.
On behalf of Holding Core NGO, for the cast and crew, for the amazing delivery of the food,
Moremi. Thank you, Holding Core NGO. The Children's Day. Thank you for coming. Ẹ bá wa pàtẹ́wọ́ fún wọn. So, you know that some of you only pay 200 naira. Gamma, let me share one Indomie for all of our audience that have come. Why the cast and crew will go with the bag and the masset and the big note? Yes, they work for it. And the lunchbox and the big note and Indomie. Yes. Okay. Okay, crew, I'm a part of you at Adura. All right. So, take one masset. I think it will go round. Pass it, pass it, pass it. This one will go round. Pass, pass. Don't take two. Oh. Uncle Kenny, bring down big notes. The big notes. The NC big notes. If you have extra, pass it here. Okay, raise it up. Let's just take a group picture with it. Thank you, Holding Call NGO. Thank you, Holding Call NGO. Thank you. Put it down. Now, have school bags for all the lead character on intake. Moremi has got